Hey everybody, it's me, Shuffalina, coming to you today. On this May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Um, and I want to do my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, Ep.3, Season 4. Let's get right on into it. We start off with Erica and Mama D. We going through this same thing. Sorry, I'm setting my notes up. We going through this same thing about Scrappy not paying his child support and blasey blasey this, that, and the other. So, well, not Mama D. I'm sorry, Mama D wasn't in this one. It was Erica and her lawyer, and she's going to the lawyer basically saying, he's arrears. He's in arrears about $45,000, and he thinks that he doesn't, have to pay any money. She's catching all of the brunt of the bills, and sometimes that's a lot of the times that's the general idea of it when the parents are not together. It's like the child is living and the mom is providing and doing everything that she needs to do, but the father feels like, oh well, you doing it, or she ain't wanting for nothing or whatever, because they know that the mom is taking good care of the kid. But that's not even the point. Like, you should not just want to have that whole bill on the mother, because even, I'm pretty sure it was things that the daughter did that she didn't run and tell Scrappy, oh, I paid for this and I paid for that and I paid for this and I paid for that. Like, dude, you on Love and Hip Hop. You are a so-called rap star. I don't even know if he's still rapping or whatever, but you got it. Like, she shouldn't even be having to be on TV with this storyline. I feel like that's kind of personal, but it is what it is. If you gotta do what you gotta do, get what you have to get, and she really don't want to send Scrappy to jail. You could tell that that's not what she wants to do, but he's counting on that, just like the lawyer said. He's counting on that. You're giving him ample enough time, and he hasn't done anything, so we gotta sign these papers. So moving right along, we get to Cena and Young Jock. They're in the studio. Why, I don't know, but Baby Knees pulls up to the bumper. They want to boom bang bang. What's going on here? Oh, we was just in the studio. Next thing you know, Baby Knees is asking Cena, well, telling her, oh, you have every right to be here. I know before, I came off the wrong way or whatever. Cena was getting a little poppish with the mouth or whatever. I could see how Cena would feel, because Young Jock was messing around with her when he was messing around, and Carly when she was pregnant with his kids or whatever, unbeknownst to her. And she keeps telling the story about Baby Knees coming to her house, knocking on the door, boom, boom, banging it, whatever, which she was dead wrong for doing that. She had no business doing that, considering he obviously was in a relationship with Cena and she was pregnant with his kids. Now, I want to say she keeps saying relationship, but Jock ain't really saying that. He's saying, he's spreading the love. So one thing leads to another, and they start having words or whatever, and Cena told, like, oh, Jock, you need to tell her. You need to come out and tell her, yeah, we still smashing or whatever. So Baby Knees is like, oh, really? I'm still smashing or whatever. What does that mean, Jock? This, that, and the third. Then Jock is like, oh, she didn't, what? She didn't bang the gong on me. Boy, yeah, she didn't drop the bomb on you. So now he's trying to get her out. So she said, don't say any more. My thing is, saying that we're still smashing, that was enough for me. And I don't understand Baby Knees and why she still wants to try to go through it with Cena, when all the while, you was messing around with him while he had her first. So I don't understand this. And she probably thinks that's why she got to buy him or whatever. I don't understand it, but whatever. Why you got to have somebody else's man? If you got all of that stuff going on for yourself, why can't you just go get your own man? I don't understand it. Like, just for the sake of being on the show, maybe? I don't understand it, because if anybody comes to me with a reality show, it's definitely not going to have my personal business that I do not want people on social media dipping in. Because if you put it out there, that opens up the gates. You can't say, oh, I can act like an asshole or do dumb stuff on TV, and then say in the comments when people are reviewing the shows and saying exactly how they feel in the real world. If this is reality, then I'm going to tell you what I would say if this was, you were standing right in front of my face or was one of my friends. You can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like an asshole and then be like, oh, don't say I was acting like an asshole. Anyway, so Cena is getting put out Young Jock is damn near picking her up and putting her out. She's like, oh, you better get her together, Jock. Oh, don't be trying to put me out. No, he's putting you out. He's lifted you up and he's putting you out. She's funny to me. But anyway, the whole time that it was just funny how she was telling him, you can't put me out. Or you trying to put me out. No, he is putting you out. But anyway, Stevie about to be going to November. He be going to November. Okay, but anyway. And he got on his little mix and match Garanimals match set. You go match the tiger with the other tiger and put the outfit together. I don't know. He looked like he had on some House Party 3 pajamas. I wasn't really sure what was going on. No, excuse me, House Party 2 when Kid and Play was still in it with Tisha Campbell and Queen Latifah. Was that 2 or was that 3? No, that was 2. Anyway, so and Jocelyn and him, they getting in the car because they have drivers. I wish I could get a driver. Like, I just need a driver just for my everyday life, not because I'm in no reality show or nothing like that. Just because I just don't like to drive. But anyway. And he's like, I don't know, I gotta get my life together. She says, Stevie, you're gonna be alright, Stevie. You know we're gonna come back to you, Stevie. And oh my God, I love you, Stevie. So he gets out and he goes up the street like Martin did when he left Gina. And he was with the Najee Ramba people. Najee Rambe. You know what I'm saying? And he went on up there with his little bag and his little hood on and everything. And she's standing there waving like she's the highest deaconess in the church. Reverend Doctor's wife, Deaconess, her host Celine. I didn't understand the outfit. It just didn't make sense to me because I don't know, because that's not nothing that I've ever seen her wear before. Even the little silver Payless heels, click your heels 3 times and turn into a bimbo. I don't know what the hell that was what she had on, but it was definitely deaconess. But anyway, so all right, so then we get to Mama D going over to Erica's little store, and she calling her a B, I'm gonna go in with her little $50 dresses or whatever. But you didn't say that to her face, so Mama D, don't pop off in the confessionals when you ain't say that when you went over there. Trying to be a friend, but you study talking stuff. Excuse me. Woo. All right, I ain't to editing yet, so I had to wipe my nose. My allergies is acting up real bad. Anyway, so she go over there, and I said, okay, I didn't know people still wore True Religion jeans. Like, I mean, I'm up on the fashions, even though I'm not a fashion whore, but I'm up on the fashions. But anyway, that's Atlanta. They do everything a little bit behind everybody, even though I'm ready to move there. I don't care nothing about nobody. I'm ready to move. My son getting on my absolute nerves. He's not doing, he could be doing way, way better, but he's so busy trying to play ball and be into the girls and all like that. That 8th to 9th grade transition has been a roller coaster for me and him. But I ain't going to get on him because I've been palpitated. So anyway, Mama Day is like, oh, me and Scrappy up in the script club trying to have us a good time like mothers and sons do. You know what I'm saying? We making it rain on them hoes and we get served, well, he gets served with the papers about not paying child support or whatever. She said, okay, well, y'all buddies or whatever, so if he getting served, you getting served. If he you Omarion and he is what's his name, Marcus Houston. Whatever y'all say, gotta do whatever I say. Y'all gotta do whatever I say. Y'all gotta do whatever I say. Y'all gotta do. If you want to be all his buddy and everything, y'all in there heckle and jackal in it, then he gets served, you get served. He been playing around or whatever. So then she tried to come off like, oh, I understand, but he said this and he said that. Okay, you gonna believe your son or whatever. And he's a good father. Never said he wasn't, but he need to pay. He don't pay anything. I do all of this. Oh, well. She said something, I forgot, and Erica put her right together when she tried to talk over her. She was like, no, the thing where his stuff would be suspended and he would be arrested was lifted, but him paying the money was never lifted. You know what I'm saying? And he does not do it or whatever. He was like, I know men lie, but so do women. Okay, I don't have no reason to lie on your son. She said, oh, he said he been paying. Tell him to prove it. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay, well, Scrappy has been known to be messy. You have been known to dip your mouth in stuff that he had that was all messy because of him. But why would Erica get on TV and lie and say Scrappy's not paying? It's on paper that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. It's court ordered. She's not just coming out of her mouth with just some old random whatever. She has the papers to say so. That's why he was served. But anyway. All right, moving right along. Celine is in the house with the pop music, putting on these jeans with a little bathing suit top. I don't understand what was going on. I thought she was about to go see Stevie or something because they was about to have a conjugal visit or something. She winds up at the studio singing her my I thought I saw a putty cat. What she said? Knick knack paddywhack. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me another Kit Kat bar. What the hell? I don't understand why she was doing all of that just to go to the studio and have her ass cheeks hanging off the back of the chair while they all in there bumping and gyrating and cause I thought the mother putty cat. I thought I saw a putty cat okay. And you hear Stevie J's voice in the background until it said that it was his voice in the background. I thought it sounded familiar, but I'm like, really? And Carly Red, she in the corner with her little what's the Burberry little dress? Did it seem crooked like she was pregnant or something was in her pocket? She was like this. Anyway. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, oh, what's going on, Jocelyn? I ain't seen you in a minute. You my good girlfriend. What's up? I think she was probably the only one that Jocelyn wasn't trying to take her head off. So she's just glad for that. Because one thing about Carly Red, she done lasted all these seasons and she's always happy to be there. You know how she do. But anyway, so they talking or whatever, and she was just saying, I'm not gonna be messy no more. I know what happened in New York. I'm a different woman now. My Stevie told me to do this and do that, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna keep myself together, because them you can't. And she was telling her about what was going on with her and Erica. They are the messiest, tell each other's business on the drop of a dime, whether they got something to damn do with them or not. People I've ever seen in my life. But a study say, why you minding my business? Because you always mind somebody else's business. All of them mind each other's business. So it's like, okay, they got through that scene or whatever. They went on about their business. And to me, Carly is a little bit too infatuated with other women. I mean, I know she do some questionable stuff or whatever. How you gonna boom, bop, bop, bop on Jocelyn's booty? Like, oh, what's wrong with these women? Anyway. So, Baby needs a scene to sit down, and they had their talk about what's going on, what's really going on, because Jock, of course, didn't really answer no questions when they was in all together before. So she's telling her, when he ain't with you, he with me. He comes over just like he did when we was together, and yeah, I want my family back. And she's like, oh well, so y'all are having sex, and y'all are doing this, and y'all are doing that, and what's the knick-knack paddywhack? Come on. You don't know what she's trying to get at. You can't tell. She said we're still smashing. Why do you need her to go through a 10 page question? I mean, 10 question answer 10 questions, I should say. Why do you need her to check off does he hit you on the butt? Yes, he does. Does he hold you at night? Yes, he does. Does he give you the wig? Yes, he does. She said that in the thing. So she said, well, usually, I need proof. Like I want to see you actually in the act. Who says that? The fact that she said that and the way she was acting in that studio lets you know that they were still going on. And she already didn't said she wanted her dude back or whatever. So what do you need that for? So what's he to do? Set him right on up. But anyway, we won't get to that. So anyway, get out of that. K. Michelle and Carly meets up. K. Michelle and Carly is the least likely two that you would think that would still be cool after all of that. But K. Michelle was like, I'm done with them hookers. I ain't got no more love for them or whatever. And Carly is just so excited and just so happy to be there once again. And she's just said, I got a surprise for you. So the girl Dom comes, Jessica Dom comes, and they sitting there. She was like, oh, I didn't know you knew her. Oh yeah, we from the M, baby. We from Memphis. Everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing her for years or whatever. Thought I knew Jocelyn too, but she ain't calling me back or whatever. I don't know what that's about. But moving right along. So Carly goes right into girl. She asked Jessica Dom, you trying to get into the business, whatever. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to do this ATL thing. I had a deal or whatever. So she was like, and I need a manager. So she was like, oh, you need a manager? So Kay said, oh, so you got a manager for it? She said, no, I ain't got us. Well, then what is you? So she's like, no, but guess who is managing music and doing that kind of stuff now? Guess who? So she's like, oh, I don't know what you mean. Oh, Ming Ming. So she was like, what you mean she managing whatever, whatever? Oh, and guess who she managing with? Stevie J. And girl, they didn't hold his ass off to rehab. This, that, and the third. Wanted her to be jumped right in there and start biting them up. K. Michelle said, oop, put that in part, because I ain't going to talk nobody down when they're down. I ain't going to beat nobody when they're down. I wish Stevie the best. He ain't never did nothing to me. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about him when I know he going through whatever he going through. She put Carly right on pause. Come on. Like, that's just why you always in some messy bullshit, because you always running your mouth and got something to say about nothing that has to do with you. When she said, do you have a manager for this girl? No, I ain't got nothing for her. But guess what happened with this? And guess what happened with that? Yeah. And then the after party show that comes on after the show, that was like, to me, I know that what they had 2 shows so far, or one. No, 2 shows. That was the dullest. It was just so much time spent with dead air. The highlight of the show was Kevin and Mikkel from the Scorpion show, representing Philly, asking good questions, getting plenty of time. They didn't get cut off all quick like they did Dineva. He got in some good questions. Mikkel asked the good questions. I was very proud. I was very effing proud. That was the highlight of the show. They should have kept them there to give it momentum and just keep asking them questions. Because Tigger, he's just a happy all the time guy. You know what I'm saying? But my dudes, Kevin and Mikkel, they'd have asked them questions that we would want to hear. And that probably would have got some morale from the crowd, because it was dead air. And you ask Carly a question. Girl, let me tell you. Ladies, if you want me to tell you that, you know, I got it. But you ain't really said nothing. I hate people that give you all this fanfare, but what have you really said? Not a damn thing. Anyway, shout out to Kevin and Mikkel. You know what I'm saying? Because they did what they were supposed to do, and then they got the hell off there. You know what I'm saying? I was so proud. I had a tear right here. It was trickling right here. Anyway, moving right along. So, yeah, I got my notes because I don't be remembering stuff because I'm old. So, anyway. Deb Acne is back. She's talking to Mimi. Trying to make sense of, just trying. I don't know. And she told her, right? Mimi is telling her, you know, Nico's doing what he's doing and he wants 25. I signed over 25% now. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the reunion when Jocelyn and Stevie was whooping ass from the door, from the window to the wall, she said, I know everybody don't like Nico, but his bleep is so this and that. It's just so, I just can't leave him alone. It's because of the sex or whatever. Did she not sit there and say that towards the end when everybody was like, we still don't know why you still vying and fighting for this dude? This is what she said to Deb on the show last night. She said, oh, it's not about that. Well, then what was it, Mimi? What was it that made you do a whole sex tape? It was about the money. Y'all did that little thing, but he outsmarted you, and now you done was all lost in love like New Edition, but now you got to give up 20% of your stuff. So Deb comes up with the idea, okay, just give him some bullshit. And then boom, you'll be done with him. That is genius. That is a genius idea. Okay. It wasn't really that hard though. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people just give you a common sense answer and people act like, oh my God, that was so smart. Not no disrespect to Deb, because that was just her thinking in a business way. Because you call yourself a businesswoman, you always trying to think of the way where you can get the most for the least. I ain't saying give them the least product, but I'm saying you try to get the most for what you're giving out. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a profit or whatever. You don't just be aimlessly out there writing off 25% of your life story. And really, is it that deep? Let's just be serious. But anyway, so then she's saying, oh, Stevie told me that he's going to rehab or whatever, and he said he want me to talk to Jocelyn or whatever, but I don't think I want to do this. They're like, listen, come on, you got to do it for the baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that for that baby. You got to sit down. If your baby is going to be around her, you need to sit around and talk, because you can't just explain to Eva why you not never around Jocelyn. Eva knows nothing about that. Obviously, Jocelyn likes her and loves that little girl, and obviously from the way they act, Eva loves her because she's little. She's at that age where she's going to like people who's nice to her or whatever. And I don't see Jocelyn being mean to her because she don't just strike me as that type or whatever. But she's telling her, and I blame both of them. She's part of the problem why Stevie's in rehab. So she's like, she ain't put no gun to his head. If she was getting high, he was getting high. He a grown ass man. Like, come on, Mimi with the bull. Like, you doing too much. You worrying about Jocelyn still. Let me tell you something. One thing, and I always say this to dudes. If you go out and you cheat on me, that has nothing to do. Like, I've never been the type that be like, oh, what am I doing wrong? I know I'm official. That's your deficit that you's a dog ass nigga and you got to go out there and be trying to do this and that. I've never really had that much of a problem. I'm not going to say nobody ever cheated on me because I don't know. But that's a good thing. It was never in my face or whatever. But I'm like, okay, it's because you don't know you got something good. Or maybe you do know you got something good. You just stupid. But I never think that, oh, well, what is he doing with her? Go right on ahead. Because there's so many other dudes out there that act right. I don't have to be running after you to act right. There's so many other dudes that will act right and will love all of this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, because I'm about to get all hot and bothered. But anyway, so Jocelyn, it's funny how they were showing Jocelyn and Stevie. Stevie down to the rehab, making up his little twin bed with the little ironing board, with the little the regular little ironing board cover on it, ironing his own clothes, washing his own clothes or whatever. Host lean down there sipping champagne, talking to the girls. I wish y'all could get me drunk. Bring me another dress. I'm gonna try that one on. She looked pretty in her dresses. Like, people might try to play her or whatever. She looked really pretty, and I would want that for Jocelyn, because at the end of the day, no matter how much she act up and be worrying about what somebody else look like and trying to drag people down, she's insecure, and she doesn't realize that she could step outside of Stevie and still be successful. Even if it's not in the singing and rapping or whatever, she could get with the right people and she could make even more money and be something positive that people talk about, not always just ratchet. You know what I'm saying? She just need the right people or whatever. And I want her to get married. Stevie owe her that. If he ain't married Mimi, he can marry damn her. I'm sick of them. But anyway, so yeah, she was popping champagne while he was sipping on some soda. And that's how that went out. So Erica and Rashida meet up. Erica's talking about her baby father and the child support stuff, blah, 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 blah. Then Rashida goes on to tell how, Kirk did what he did, blah, 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 blah. But then you turn around and say, oh, what's this thing you and Carly going, y'all got hooked up. Y'all started a store, whatever. Carly had already said that she didn't like the way Erica was handling it, so you being messy, Rashida. Okay. I'm going to leave that at that. Okay, so, Cena setting Jock up. She gets him. Baby Needs wants to see it live on film. She gonna give it to a live on film. So she gets him over there because that's what we could do to dudes because they stupid. And she goes and gets into something more comfortable. Excuse me a minute. Then, she gets the chocolate and the strawberries and stuff. Then he starts licking toes. That's when I had to cut the commercial, even though it wasn't commercial, because I don't need to see all of that, Jock. But yeah, he gonna regret all of that come next episode. So then you get to Joseline and Ming Ming. They sit down. Now the only time I really give Mimi credit for anything is when she slid in a little zinger like she did when she said that Joseline had on the Carol Brady wig. I kept trying to figure out what it looked like. Carol Brady. Then on the money, Mimi. Then on the Emma effing money. Because she did look like Carol Brady Hernandez. Excuse me. But I read the one. So they sit down, and of course, Jocelyn has said something about being a maid turned to a porn star. They go back and forth. She's all mad and angry with Jocelyn from what happened 9 months ago. Jocelyn cooler than the cat on the Cheetos commercial. What happened? What are you talking about? You think you owe an apology? Oh, because I'm not saying nothing to you, Mimi. And CB said, I don't know what CB said. I was apologize. I thought we were talking about Eva. So they really never did anything. They never said anything. They said one thing, they said another. They went back and forth. So at the end of the day, I think because Mimi knew that it's some kind of clause in Hosaline's contract now after she popped off and was on suspension, she know what's going on. Just like everybody, all of the people that's on TV know what's going on in the blogs and all that. She knew what's going on. She was just a little extra mo than she normally is. And Jocelyn kept her composure. I had to give that one to Jocelyn because she kept on going, oh, shut the F up. Oh, you better sit your F. What you about to, oh, you better. Girl. This is one time that Jocelyn should have did work Snooki. Just so she had to just pat bitch upside her face. I can't stand somebody know that you kind of are restricted from doing stuff. Now you better shut the. Let me tell you something. Shut the F up is one thing, one of my many things that I do not play. I do not play that. And you trying to play Jocelyn because you know she on that. She got that. They got her on the low jack around her leg. And you could see her eye twitching. She was like, I'ma just sit here and sip my soda. I'ma just let her make a fool of herself. Cause and she was like, she better be glad. She better be glad. Because that's what she said. She said she better be glad. I changed to a new person. I'm not gonna fight. Cause I went across that table. I went across that table and I wanted her to go across the table. But you know she got the low jack on, so keep it cool, Jocelyn. Keep it cool. Alright, so the last thing was Carly at her boutique or whatever. She in there with somebody named Naisha. They got it popping, whatever. Little messy ass Rashida takes herself down there with Erica. And I don't know what they dressed like. Wonder Twins deactivate form of ratchetness. I don't know what the hell was going on, but they was kind of caramel. Well, Rashida's little ensemble was not. I don't know what that little five and below little shawl Erica had on, but anyway. It just seemed like it did seem a little Haiti, little jealousy with Rashida. Not that she can't do what she want to do, but like you was too pressed, like she said. Even if you went down there, you could have been like, all right, I think y'all need to talk. She went down there, oh, this ain't shit. I definitely won't be like that. Well, you can't even get yours off the ground, so how you gonna tell you? How you gonna say how yours would be? That was kind of petty. Erica, that was kind of petty. Then he was like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this and that, and then you gonna lightly knock something over. Let me tell you something. Me and my friend Rel was in a Asian in one of them hair stores or whatever, and I was in there buying something, and one thing led to another, and I got into it with them people. When my girlfriend was on go from the door, I was trying to be diplomatic and talk to these people, so they said the wrong thing to me or whatever. And when I tell you, my girlfriend was like, I will turn all of this shit over. I'm not gonna go and knock the bracelet off the little round thing and think you did something. I'm gonna be like, you're gonna be picking up shit for days. You know what I'm saying? So unnecessary. So unnecessary. So that's it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to do another video. Something real quick. Today is the day. 1 year ago today, my mom passed away. And I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I wasn't going to do my video, but I was like, no, I'm not going to sit here and sulk. And I got to celebrate my mom. You know, she wouldn't want me to sit around and not waste no, tears and falling out. She want me to go on with my day and do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to do a little video just talking about her and just telling, just about her life, my life a little bit. Not my life, but just my life with her. And just, like I said, celebrating my mom and all she did for me and my brother. So I appreciate y'all, everybody who's still rocking with me. I always say that. And like I said, just leave me some comments. Hey, wait a minute. It's usually, I think it's Andrea H. I think she just started following me. I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum. I think she just started following me on Twitter too. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? You're my little favorite people. And my Dennis, he always be shouting me out. I'm first. I'll be like, Dennis, it only be like one or two people. You ain't gotta be like, I'm first. Like I got 1,000 comments. But anyway, thank you for watching.